Prisoner of War, 2025, would have benefited from a couple more rewrites. It's adequate as direct-to-video fare for fans of martial arts and Scott Adkins who are not particularly discriminating. The production values are adequate. The story seems familiar with a few twists, although the climaxes of both the story within a story and the bookend story both seem rushed, contrived, and not entirely satisfying. Scott Adkins plays British pilot James Wright, shot down over the Philippines during World War II, who is captured and interned in a Japanese prisoner of war camp that seems some sort of stopover en route to a much worse camp at the end of a perilous trail. Few transferees survive. The camp is run by Japanese Lieutenant Colonel Ito, Peter Shinkoda, who seems a bit mercurial, at times harsh, at other times philosophical. Ito takes a special interest in Wright, in part because he is said to have mastered a forbidden martial arts technique somehow evocative of the five-point palm exploding heart technique from Kill Bill. Ito arranges several fights, pitting Wright against his best guards, hoping to witness this forbidden technique. Ito has two functionaries representing opposite extremes on some moral continuum. One is older, more practical, and entirely unsympathetic, who views Wright as a problem that should be eliminated. The other is a young, more idealistic soldier played by Otsuki Kashio, who is not entirely on board with Ito's harsh approach. The interplay between these four characters could have been further developed, although it could have drifted into controversial areas of homoeroticism and sadism. The incipient romance between Wright and a Filipina nurse played by Gabby Garcia also seems underdeveloped. Scott Adkins is one of the top B-list martial arts stars, along with Frank Grillo and possibly Michael Jai White. Many of the top action stars of recent decades are no longer in their prime, including Sylvester Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jackie Chan, Michael Jai White, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chuck Norris, and Tom Cruise. They're either semi-retired, taking roles as mentors, or playing supporting characters in the Expendables series. We're seeing many non-action stars in action roles, including Brad Pitt in Bullet Train, Jennifer Lawrence in Red Sparrow, Josh Hartnett in Fight or Flight, and Ryan Gosling in The Gray Man and The Fall Guy. Frank Grillo delivered an excellent performance in Boss Level, 2020, with Mel Gibson and Naomi Watts. It would be nice to see Scott Adkins in a role that challenged his acting chops.
Badge bunnies seem to swarm about cops, like bottlenose flies swarming around a victim's corpse, drawn by the scent of death. In Paddy's case, it had been the death of his daughter, soon followed by the death of his marriage.